Ryan Garcia finally has a dance partner. Ryan Garcia versus Tevin Farmer is close to being the done deal. Before we get into this next video, make sure that you smash on my like button and make sure that you sub to the channel if you're not already a sub to the channel. What's happening, y'all? Go ahead and smash my like button and sub to the channel if you haven't subbed to the channel. Now, breaking news. It looks like that Ryan Garcia and Tevin Farmer is very close to being done, and I'm going to tell y'all why. Now, we've been wondering who Ryan Garcia is going to come back to get in the ring with for quite some time now. Ryan Garcia has been out of the ring for a year, but now he has the perfect dance partner in Tevin Farmer, who's been out of the ring for 2 straight years. Tevin Farmer, he ain't fought since he faced Joseph Diaz and lost to Joseph Diaz down at 130 pounds. So now, Tevin Farmer is coming out and he said that basically everything is done. The contract is right there, sitting on the table, and all Ryan Garcia got to do is sign the contract. But to a big surprise, Ryan Garcia and his team are having cold feet on signing the contract, according to Tevin Farmer. Now, this fight right here makes all of the sense in the world. Because like I said, Ryan Garcia, he's had a layoff. Tevin Farmer, he's been on a 2-year layoff. And Tevin Farmer is coming off a loss. He's moving up in weight. He's never fought at 135 pounds. So this is a name. A fighter that had a big name, that was actually becoming, some type of star in the sport with Dazn. Before he lost to Jojo Diaz, matter of fact, Tevin Farmer was arguably the best fighter at 130 to a lot of people. Now, he wasn't the best fighter at 130 in my eyes, but a lot of people was saying that Tevin Farmer was the most skilled, best fighter at 130 before he lost to Joseph Diaz. Right? So Tevin Farmer is a fighter that got clout, he got a name, and he's the perfect opponent for Ryan Garcia, because Ryan Garcia don't have to worry about getting knocked out by Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer don't have no power like that. And the worst thing that Golden Boy want to do is put Ryan Garcia in the ring with a killer, not knowing where his head at, not knowing if he even fully in the sport right now. We know Ryan Garcia has been talking about having a whole bunch of mental issues, right? He's been pulling out of fights, so they don't even know if Ryan Garcia is even mentally stable enough to go through a fight, because Ryan Garcia's biggest thing to me is he doubts himself. So when he starts doubting himself, that's when he starts pulling out of fights and having mental health issues and all of that. It's all about his confidence to me. But like I said, Tevin Farmer is the best opponent, and it make a whole lot of sense. They both fight on the Dazn network, so it ain't hard to make. Just like Tevin Farmer said, the contract is already right there. So, make it happen. Make it happen, Ryan Garcia. Stop running and ducking and pulling out of fights and go ahead and get the smoke in with Tevin Farmer. Like I said, this is a great fight, because no matter what we think about Ryan Garcia, the kid is talented. You know what I'm saying? He just needs to get his head in the game and display his skills and take boxing a lot more serious. Because when you have Canelo Alvarez calling you out, saying that you need to put more work in the gym and you need to take boxing more serious, well, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem, Ryan Garcia. That means that people around your camp notice that you ain't all in. And in order to be up here with the Devin Haney's, the Gervonta Tank Davises, all of the top guys, you need to be all in. You know what I'm saying? The Canelo Alvarez's, you work right next to Canelo Alvarez. It's no excuse for Ryan Garcia to be doubting himself, pulling out of fights, and doing all of the shit that he does, besides getting in the ring and showing his talents. You work next to the arguably the hardest working man in boxing. Arguably, like I said, it depends on who you ask. But Canelo is a workhorse and he a gym rat. And one thing he do is put in that work. And you have the luxury to be able to work right beside him, inherit his work ethic, and learn from him. And he complaining about you not being all the way focused and you need to get in the game. That don't make no sense. But like I said, Ryan Garcia, if you can go beat a Tevin Farmer, that's going to scream volumes. That's going to be big. That's a big win. Because Tevin Farmer, even though he is not a dangerous puncher, Tevin Farmer is a superb boxer, has very good footwork, real good defense. He's one of the slickest fighters in the game. You feel me? He is one of the slickest fighters in the game. So you get in there with Tevin Farmer, that's going to scream volumes if you could beat a Tevin Farmer. Then you can, you can go fight a Tank Davis or Devin Haney or George Kambosos, any of the big dogs at 135. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to pick you to win those fights, but hey, Ryan Garcia is a dangerous opponent for anybody because he got power in both hands. He can go to the body well. He got a decent jab. You know what I'm saying? He just has holes in his defense. He leaves his head straight up in the air. So at the end of the day, it's going to come down to, does his skills outweigh his flaws? Can his skills get on a high enough level to where they can outweigh his flaws? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? He's only been in there with really one opponent, and he got a knockout, but he did suffer a knockdown in that fight against Luke Campbell. So he needs to continue to raise his level of opposition. And like I said, coming off a layoff is no better opponent for him to get in there with than Tevin Farmer. So the fight is close to being made for the simple fact is that all Ryan Garcia got to do is agree and sign the contract, right? We haven't really heard Ryan Garcia say nothing about Tevin Farmer. So it don't look like that you really want to fight the man. The perfect opponent is right in front of your face. Take the initiative and sign the contract. And like I said, I like this fight. I like the fight a lot. But maybe Ryan Garcia is not confident that he could beat a boxer in Tevin Farmer. We've never seen him in the ring with a slick fighter that has all the skills that Tevin Farmer has. So it will be a difficult fight for Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia, if he got what it takes, can he sit Tevin Farmer down? Can he stop Tevin Farmer? He certainly got the power and the speed to, but can he do it? But like I said, I hope they get this fight done. When I look at the list of opponents or potential opponents for Ryan Garcia, I think Tevin Farmer is the perfect opponent. You don't want to get in there with a JoJo Diaz that's going to rough you up. You know what I'm saying? That could hurt you also. You don't want to get in there with a Gervonta Tank Davis. Of course, that fight ain't finna happen. But I'm just saying, a dude that'll knock off your motherfucking whole career with one punch. So yeah, this is the perfect opponent. Let me know what y'all think about a potential Joseph Diaz versus Tevin Farmer fight. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all like this fight? Let me know what y'all think about it. Who y'all got winning this fight if they do make this fight happen? Anyway, make sure that you smash on my like button, sub to the channel if you ain't subbed to the channel, and y'all already know what it is. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.
Swerve! Woo! The heat, good. Good work.
That's good shit.